Top one, ladies. My name is. Alright. Welcome back to the What If Momo Loved Deku. So, where we left off, Zuko is going full Saiyan. Like, basically, like, going all garden mode on, like, basically, like, how he is. But he went on a whole nother level. Like, he basically, like, when they all saw how powerful he really gets when he gets mad, as he says, as All For One says, this is this is the power of the abilities of infinity. I may guess right. You have that as your ability to basically alternate timelines and rewrite this world's existence if you want it. No wonder why I picked the best person to grab from the camp. As All Might is there in shock. He didn't know that Zuko was the main, most powerfulest person in the entire world. As when Zuko lifts his head up, he looked at All For One and said, "Yes, I am the only one that contains the ability of infinity and zero. Plus, I can rewrite my own quirk to anything I desire. You people, or you humans, think I have multiple quirks, but I just use the same quirk. It's like a canvas for me. And I respect it so now, as he, like, basically, All For One says, as to make things fair for both of us, I'll turn you into Prime All For One, okay? As he turns All For One into his Prime All For One. So, like, basically, like, yeah. But Zuko still won that round, hands down. You could see it in his eyes. As even Endeavor, that saw how powerful Zuko's is, everyone, including that got caught off guard by Zuko's ultimate transformation, as he thinks in his head, he thinks of Momo. Yeah, he thinks about her, and that's only one thing that keeps him from losing complete control. Every time she gets super serious at the sports festival, Mm. And even sometimes when she, like, as he has those like flashbacks of when she was they were just like kids. They were always hanged out, and yeah. So yeah, that's one thing that Zuko is trying not to lose control and kill every person on planet. As he, like, after he beats All For One, and the villains, like, swarmed right in, he took care of them. um, mm. Like, basically, he turned it into a slaughterhouse. Or slaughtering them all. All the villains were, they weren't just low tier villains. They were like high quality, high end villains that are like, as they see how terrifying. Hey, hold on. Let me grab the picture. They were all terrified of what Zuko has become as he calms down, as he clears his head and clears, as he like was like nap time or me, as he like landed face first onto a like onto the floor, as one of the Nomus walks over there, but instead of like attacking him, it just like lifts his head up and like putting like the pillow underneath him and putting a blanket over him as he's sleeping so soundly, as they were all confused, like, why is that Nomu? Like, all the Nomus, they stop like attacking and they start like sleeping right next to Zuko, like, because it looked like little branches. As only person that really sees what they're doing was actually Nezu. As he says, "Ah, I see. The tree of quirks, the tree of abilities." As Pro Heroes like Midnight was like, "Wait, what? What are you saying, Nezu?" Well, I'm saying that the Zuko is the tree that sprouted its like powers. Basically, and so all that Nomus are part of his abilities. Look, as all the Nomus that were laying down, their bodies were disintegrating. I mean, And yeah. Basically, as everyone on it looks like a tree was forming from it as it sleeps right through Zuko's power level. Like basically he was like sleeping as everyone's quirks is reacting to this new thing. Like Mr. Aizawa's eyes, or like basically like his quirk. Everyone's quirks has a like is reacting to his or to it. So yeah. But the next day, after all that stuff, the next day he woke up and he's the reincarnation of a most powerfulest person in the entire world. As he comes home or goes to back to his house, or no, back to UA as Momo. Oh, she decides she's trying to look for her boyfriend, but she thought he was not gonna be seen ever again until Zuko, she remembers him always sitting right next to a tree reading a book. As so she went to that same tree. Zuko was there reading the a book. And she comes over and hugs him. And she tells him that she missed him so bad. It's like that. Yeah, so yeah, she basically reminds him, or as he tells her that only thing that kept me from losing full control was actually you, Momo. Oh. As Momo was basically is happy about she's home, or actually between her and him, after they got I'm skipping the dodgeball thing. Yeah. During the dodgeball, he kind of did the same thing, but on a whole nother level. So yeah, Zuko was basically as all as everyone that they all know that Zuko was always at that tree reading a book. Huh. Even like Nezu walks over to them, and yeah, Nezu all of them was like, okay, because they know it was like during their lunchtime, but Nezu knows that Zuko really likes to read his books. So yeah, Ochako was like saying like, okay, so how will where is everyone? Or of course, Ochako thought Zuko was basically and as Zuko got into class 1A with Momo, Zumi, everyone. Yeah, only person that gets really bummed down was actually Manader. Or actually not Manader. Like, no. So yeah. So all of them, every time they all know that they between class B and A or A and B, they both agree that don't make Zuko mad. And okay? As yeah. So yeah. Inko was like, of course, and during the overhaul fight thing, the Zuko was like, or Sir Night says, "Ready, Zuko?" As Zuko was ready, as he tells him, change your quirk to the line to stop time, okay? As yeah, because he as Zuko tells or told them that he can change his quirk into anything in any situation. So yeah, he basically turned his quirk into time quirk, and he went through the wall. Like basically everyone was frozen. Like like it's like that Inspector Gadget series thing. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. My drink, or I had to take a drink. No one wants to hear me drinking, and I'm drinking like coffee. So just to clarify that up for you. So yeah, he basically walked in when the doors were closed. He walked right past everyone and everything, as he can use his power to So he basically went through like a gate and like all that stuff. And he knows where Ares' room is with her in it. So, he basically saved her life, and he basically, yeah, he basically told her, or, or because she wasn't, or she was in that hot time, so she's like basically, she didn't hear him, but as yeah, he picks her up, walks her all the way out of there, and he also grabbed an overhaul, oh, and like put him in handcuffs as yeah, because Zuko, or actually they gave him the handcuffs before to go, yeah. So name basically, yeah. So they basically won that round. So fast. So now, and everyone tries to keep him calm and happy because they have seen his power before. Even Mirio is like, man, that kid's power level sure is powerful. As Shonada says, yeah, he could have just end us right then and there. But as Mirio says, what do you mean? When he had that one person that he loves the most is Momo Rozu. Oh, it's one, but he cares about everyone's else too. Like, did you never really think about it, Mario? He doesn't see you as like a classmate. He sees you as his own brother. As yeah, as when he heard that, like coming from Mr. or Sir Nine Eyes, he couldn't believe it himself that he doesn't see his classmates as a classmates. He sees them as his own family. Okay? As yeah. So yeah. As Zuko, yeah, so they all agree that don't make Zuko mad. But one day, someone did. Let's say it was Monoma, or the one that's underneath Dark Shadow, that sometimes touches Momo. Oh, so he ends up getting his, like, when he tried to like grab a person, or try to grab, like, say Momo Hose, uh, uh, he basically gets like the haymaker. Zuko like he, he basically transformed his entire arm into like that arm and punched him all the way through. Like basically sending him flying. As yeah. Nezu knows that it was Mario, or like not Mario, Monoma, the grapefruit kid. I always call him that. So yeah, they basically Monoma or that got disqualified through the rest of the school year or 2 weeks. So yeah. So and after the like after like school thing, Momo and Zuku got married, and they both yeah, Momo and Zuku got married and had 2 kids. One was Zuzu, and the other is Zoro. Yeah, but that reminds me. If you guys want me to do a what if Zuko was Zoro, huh? Comment down below, if you want him to be a next Zoro. So yeah, Zuko was basically a father for both of them. And yeah. As Bakugo couldn't believe that, or like a couple times when he was watching like how powerful his friend is, as when Bakugo in this timeline, he's like he couldn't believe that as Bakugo walks up like to him, like after all for one incident thing, instead of like the Quarkless loser thing, he actually like did care about him. Like he basically like gave him a high five for it. Like, huh. You know what I thought you didn't have? A quirk. All this time. Or actually, I thought you were like useless in that using that quirk. You and you know what I mean. As Zuko says, yeah. But hey, no harm, no foul. As yeah, Zuko was basically he's a pretty big help to everyone. He basically helped. Where is that kid? he's the one that I'm trying to zoom in. The Rikidou Satou. Yeah, so that one. So, not the top one, not Ochako, not Todoroki, not the Groot looking thing. I can't think about what his name is, or I can't say his name, so yeah. So, this one, he asked, "Can I borrow a cup of sugar?" Or, like, salt thing? Sure. As he used one hand to create salt and, like, put it in a. Here we go. As thing. Okay, as like they know that Zuko can be super helpful. Like he even like sometimes when he's not around Momo, he sometimes trains his body to become more flexible with it. He even like when he used Ochako's, or he changed his quirk to represent like Ochako's like gravity one, to see if what she should have done differently. Basically, he changes his quirk more times than anyone in this series. So, yeah, he basically used one finger. As he says, okay. So, like, yeah, like, he basically does everything. But that's scary part. So, this is the end of the video. But, include, or in this, or in this, like, at the end, it's over, but, so, yeah. So, I am thinking about doing Zoro and, or, sorry, let's do custom cards first. So, yeah, basically, hold on. Sorry about that. I was thinking. So, yeah, this is gonna be custom cards thing. One Piece Wacky Fruit. So, this is just a filler. So, yeah. So, if this card is equipped to a One Piece monster, basically, its archetype is circled around the anime. But I was trying to do it, like, combine all of them together. So, basically, yeah. Not all of them work together. Like, this one, you gain 100 life points for each level this card has. If this card attacks before damage calculation, you can discard one card from your deck or hand to the graveyard to destroy all cards from your opponent's field. So, and plus their effects are engaged until this card leaves the field. If this card is sent to the grave, you can fusion summon One Piece adult whale fusion monster from your extra deck to your field in attack mode. So, yeah. but its gains or but its attack points become double attack points. This one, he's like a giant whale. So yeah, some cards work with themselves too. So this one, and like you can do damage. So basically, yeah. So have fun. Well, the One Piece Wacky Fruit is a equipped card, and if it's equipped to One Piece and it gains this effect, or once per turn, if this card is unaffected by your opponent's card effects and can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and this card's effects cannot be negated by card effects. If a equipped monster is tributed or sent to the grave, you can special summon a one-piece monster with the same level as the equipped monster from the graveyard or battle zone. Like basically, you can special summon from like basically graveyard or battle zone to, and if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to banish zone to make both players draw cards from the top of their decks to her hand till they have 6 cards in their hand. And then this card